right, Shalom, Lord in Christ. This is the Israelite School, Universal and Practical Knowledge, under Commander General Yohana, and we have been called to teach so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that we are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Today is something that we keep every single Sabbath, and this is the Sabbath service. I'm gonna go ahead and get us started. I'm Officer Quahal out of Delaware, and we're gonna get this thing started off right as usual. All right, you go ahead and try to blow the shofar. La shower. All right, so we're gonna get this started. Abijam, which means to stand. Wapan Yahak Wadam, which means to turn and face the east. And we're gonna go ahead and send up the prayers in the Hebrew and in the English. All right, we're gonna start off with the Lord's Prayer. All right. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, 18 through 13 in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwika, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Latananawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalakwanawa, Kabawatanawa, Kasalakwanawa, Kabawatanawa, Balaa, Taba'ayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwith, Waha'ala, Wahapara, La'awalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. All right. This is the prayer for the power structure. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Baba Kasha, Nathananawa, Hakak, La Pa'a, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarayan, Hakak, La Hakmium, Hamatium, Hakak, Arakarawa, Hatama Allah, Lagar Shan, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the water, Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. All right, this is the prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Sha'ala, Wa Basaparia, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahweh, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel in the school. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. All right. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Haria, Mayan, Yaba'a, Izaria, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaafka, Wabawaaka, Ma'aik, Wa'aid, Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, even forevermore. All right, lock it. All right. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayom, al damayelaka, al takarash, wa al tashakwat, al kayahana, al yabyaka, yahama yawan, ra'ash, al imaka, yarayamwa, sawada, wa tazawa, al tazapawanyaka, amarwa, lakawa, wanakakiram, magalia, wala ayasakar, sham yasha'ala, iwada, Kaya, Nawa Tazawa, Laba, Yakawa, Al Yaka, Bar Yav, Yakarafwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashimi Alya, Mawa Wahagarya, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palashav, Yashabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labunya Lawat, Selah, Ashalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sara'ah, Kayabian, Banakol, Kwayashuan, Nashamadwa, Bayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, Ladatma, Shayathamwa, Nada Yamawa, Kara, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal Manad, Kal Nasia Kamwa, Ashar, Amara, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Af, Naawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagalkil, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakwa, Kaash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalaba, Thalahat, Harayam, Khan, Daradatma, Basa Irika, Basa wa Apafka, Tabahalam, Mala'ah, Panyaham, Qualawan, Waya Bakashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya Bahawa, Ayai, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'awa, Kaya Atha, Shemka, Yahawa, Labaka, Al Yawan, Al Kal Aharatazah. All right, Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still. O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederated against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, and the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, make their nobles like a red, and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes, as Zabah, and as Almuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the fire, Salakia, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the most high over all the earth. All right. This is the power structure, prayer in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Ma'ak Ya'ala, Wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya, Allah Wap Yahana, Ha'awap Salakia, Ha'ala Wap Yom, Harasan Yanyam, Quatazayanyam, Ha'awak Yawyam, Wa Ha'akwatiyam, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman. In English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. All right. Sorry. All right, we'll be seated. Go ahead and adjust this camera. We're going to get it on. Oh, sorry, Christ. All right. All right, so for this Sabbath service, we're going to, take care of business as usual. We're going to read the verses in the Hebrew. Today, we're going to be coming out of, let me go ahead and get it for us. We'll be coming out of Exodus 26, verses 20 through 28, Lord willing. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, and I'll start us off in the Hebrew in Exodus chapter 20, or Salakia, chapter 26 and verse 20. All right, just bear with me. All right, the book of Exodus, chapter 26 and verse 20. Wala tazalai hamasha khan hashanayaf lapa'af taza pawan aishara yam Quarash. Verse 21. Wa'aba Salakia. Wa'ara ba'ayam Adanaya Kasap Shanaya Adanayam Fakaf Hakwarash Ha'akad Washanaya Adanayam Fakaf Hakwarash Ha'akad. Verse 22. Wala Yara Kathaya Hamasha Khan Yamaha, the Aisha, Shasha, Quara Shayam, verse 23. Washanaya, Quara Shayam, the Aisha, Lama Quatazaif, Hama Shakan, Basha Salakia, Baya Rakaf Yan, verse 24. Waya Hayawa, Fa'amama, Mala Mata, Waya Kadawa, Yahayawa, Thama Yam, Ayo, Ra'ashawa, Ayo, Hata Ba'aif, Ba'akaf, Khan, Yahaya, Lashanaya Am, Lashanya, Hama Quataza Aif, Yahayawa, verse 25. Wahayawa, Shamanaya, Quara Shayam, Wa'adana Yaham, Chasab, Shasha, Aishar, Adanayam, Shanaya, Adanayam, Thakaf, Haquarash, Hakad, Washanaya, Adanayam, Fakaf, Haquarash, Ha'akad, Salakia, one moment. All right, verse 26. Waya Shayaf, Bara Yecham, Aitazaya, Shatayam, Kanasha, Laquara Shaya, Tazalai, Hama Shakan, Ha'akad. All right, let me go ahead and get that into English. All right, while I pull that up, let me just go ahead and check the comments as well. Looks like we got a comment. And then we'll go ahead and keep it moving, business as usual. All right, we got Princess Nazam, Ana, Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Hashem Yahweh Shai, property of Kahan, Wa Kwatazayan, 5K. And they are checking in from New Orleans. And we also got Emmanuel Kennedy, Shalom, young man, Manny checking in, Kwam Yashala, Mosan Christ, Kwam Yashala. All right. All right, so this is the book of Exodus, chapter 26 and verse 20 in the English. Let me skip up a little bit real quick. All right. All right, so these are some of the laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High has given unto the children of Israel after their exodus from Egypt. So verse 20, and for the second side of the tabernacle, on the north side, there shall be 20 boards, and there are 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, thou shalt make 6 boards. And 2 boards shalt thou make for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides. And they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it until one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners, and they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. Verse 26, and thou shalt make bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of one side and of the tabernacle. Salakia, of the one side of the tabernacle. All right. So these were directions on how the children of Israel were supposed to be making, different things within the church, not the church, Salakia, within the temple. So one of them would be, directions on what to make as far as what the priests would be using. All right. So let me go ahead and get to Exodus chapter 26 and verse 27 to continue reading in the Hebrew. All right, bear with me. All right, so the book of Exodus, chapter 26 and verse 27 in the Hebrew. Wakayam Shah Bara Yakam Lakwara Yashaya Tazalai Hamashakan Hasha Nayath Waka Mayasha Bara Yakan Lakwara Salakia Lakwara Shaya Tazalai Hama Shakan Laya Raka Thayam Yamaha 28 Waha Bara Yak Hatha Yakan Batha Wak Ha Kwara Shayam Mabarak Man Hakwataza Al Hakwataza 29 Wayaf Hakwa Rashayam Tataza Pa Za Wa'af Taba Aith Yaham Ta'aisha Za'ab Bathayam Labara Yakan Wataza Payath Av Habaraya Kam Za'ab, verse 30. Waha Kwamath Av Hama Shakan Kama Shapatawa Ashar Hara Athayath Salakia Bahar, verse 31. Wa'ai Shayath Parakath Thakalaf Wa'a Raga Man Wathawala Aif Shanaya Washash Mashazar Ma'aisha Kashab Yaisha Atha Kara Bayam, verse 32. Wana Thaha Atha Ayo If Ira Baha Aimawa Daya Shatayam Mataza Payam, Za'ab, Wawayaham, Za'ab, Ayo, Arabaha, Adanaya, Kasap, verse 33, Wana Fatha, Av, Hapara Kath, Thakath, Hakwara Sayam, Wahaba'ath, Shema, Maba Yath, Lapa Kath, Ath, Arawan, Ha'adawath, Wa'abadayal, Haparakath, Lakam, Bayan, Hakwadash, Yabayan, Quadash, Hakwadashayam. All right, so that was verse 33. We're going to get those verses in the English now. All right. All right, so the book of Exodus, chapter 26 and verse 27. And 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle for the 2 sides westward. And the middle bar in the midst of the board shall reach from from end to end. And thou shalt overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for the places for the bars. And thou shalt overlay the bars with gold. And thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was shewed thee in the mount. Verse 31. And thou shalt make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen of cunning work. With cherubim shall it be made. And thou shalt hang it upon 4 pillars of shittim wood, overlaid with gold. Their hook shall be of gold, upon 4 sockets of silver. Verse 33. And thou shalt hang up the veil under the attaches, that thou mayest bring in hither with the veil the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall be divided unto you between the holy place and the most holy. All right, give me one moment. All right, so we left off on verse 33. We're going to get starting with verse 34 in the Hebrew. All right, Salakia, bear with me. All right, so this is the book of Exodus, chapter 26 and verse 34 in the Hebrew. Wana Daf, Ath, Hakaparath, Ayo, Arawan, Ha'aidath, Bakwadash, Hakwadash Shayam, Washamath, Ath, Hashalakan, Makawataza, La Parakath, Wa'ath, Hamanara, Nakak, Salakia, Nakak, Hashala Khan, Ayu, Tazalai, Ha Mashachan, Thaya Mana, Wa Aishala Khan, Tathan, Ayo, Tazalai, Tazapawan, verse 36, Wa Aishayath, Masak, La Pathak, Ha-Ahio, Thakal, Thakalath, Wa'ara Gaman, Watha, Wala'aith, Shemaiah, Washash, Mashazar, Ma'aisha, Raquam, verse 37, Wa'aishayath, Lamasak, Kamasha, Aimawadaya, Shetayim, Wataza Payath, Atham, Zaab, Wawaya Ham, Zaab, Waya Tazakwath, La'am, Kama Shah, Adanaya, Nakashath. All right. So now we're in Exodus 27. We need to read the 2 verses in 27 in the Hebrew as well. So this is the book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Waya Shayath, Ath, Hama Zabak, Itazayah, Watazayam, Salakia, Watayam, Kamash, Amawath, Arak, Wakamash, Amawath, Rakab, Rabawai, Yahaya, Hama Zabak, Washalash, Amawath, Hama Thawa, verse 2, Wa'ai Shayath, Quaranath Yawa, Ayo, A Barai, Panatha Yawa, Mamanawa, Ta'a Yayan, Quarana Yawa, Wataza Payath, Athawa, Nakawath. All right. In the English, the book of Exodus, chapter 26 and verse 34. And thou shalt put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. And thou shalt set the table without the veil, and the candlestick over against the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. And thou shalt put the table on the north side. And thou shalt make a hanging for the door of the tent of the blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, wrought with needlework. And thou shalt make for the hanging 5 pillars of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold. And their hooks shall be of gold. And thou shalt cast 5 sockets of brass. All right. Verse 27. Salakia, if I could. As you can see, there's a lot of detail and there's a lot of instruction and preciseness on the direction of what is being told to be done, to the children of Israel. And there is no wiggle room for doing certain things the way you want to do when it comes to the Most High's direction. Some things are done a certain way for a certain reason, and they're done at certain times. And the Most High designed it that way. The Most High is the one who is, for lack of a better word, omnipotent. So when the Most High says move, you move when the Most High says move. If the Most High says do things a certain way, you should, because in all things, the Most High is the expert. The foundations of the world were built by the words of the Most High. So you can clearly see the children of Israel are following directions in this instance. Sometimes things need to be done a certain way, even when you're given orders from the men above you. Do it that certain way. They are the expert at that time when they're given direction. All right, I'll continue. Verse 26. Or Salakia, verse 1. Salakia, the book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 1. And thou shalt make an altar of shittim wood, 5 cubits long and 5 cubits broad. The altar shall be 4 square, and the height thereof shall be 3 cubits. Verse 2. And thou shalt make the horns of it upon the 4 corners thereof. His horn shall be of the same, and that shall overlay it with brass. All right, so let me go ahead and get 27 in the Hebrew. Bear with me. All right. The book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 3. Waya Shayath, Sayara Thayawa, Lada Shanawa, Waya Ayawa, Wama Zara Quaf, Yawa, Wama Zala Gath, Waya Salakia, Yawa, Wama Kathaf, Yawa, Lakala, Kala Yawa, the Aisha, Naka Shaf, verse 4. Wa'ai Shayaf, Lawa, Makabar, Ma'ai Shah, Rawath, Naka Shaf, Wa'ai Shayaf, Ayo, Hara Shaf, Arab, Salakia, Arabai, Taba Aif, Naka Shaf, Ayo, Arabai, Kwatazawath Yawa, verse 5. Wana Tha Ath, Thakaf, Kara Kar, Ha Matazabak, Mala Mata, Waha Yatha, Hara Shaf, Aid, Katazaya, Hama Zabak, verse 6. Wa'ai Shayaf, Badayam, Lama Zabak, Badaya, Aitazaya, Shatayam, Salakia, Shatayam, Wataza Payaf, Atham, Maka Shaf, verse 7. Waha Waba, Af, Badayawa, Bataba'if, Wa'ayawa, Habadayam, Ayo, Shataya, Tazalaf, Ha Matazabak, Bashaf, Athawa, verse 8. Nabawab, Lakaf, the Aisha, Athawa, Ka'ashar, Hara, Athak, Baha'ar, Khan, Ya'ashawa, verse 9. Wa'ashayaf, Af, Katazar, Hamashakan, la pa'af, nagab, faya mana, kwala ayam, la katazar, shasha, Salakia, shash, masha tazar, mahai, ba'ama, arak, la pa'a, aha, kaf. All right, so let's get that in the English. And thou shalt make his pants to receive, or Salakia, and thou shalt make his pans to receive his ashes, and his shovels, and his basins, and his flesh hooks, and his fire pans. Of the vessels thereof thou shalt make of brass. So even this, when it's given direction on, making certain things, it's given direction on what materials to make it out of, the sizes, what it's supposed to be used for. And even when we come, in here and we're doing the Sabbath service, we were told to do it a certain way, and we're going to do it a certain way. In the scriptures, it says, rehearse the righteous acts. Let me go ahead and get that for you. I'm going to take a quick sidestep. Give me 1 second. All right. So this is in the book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11, because you want to do what the Most High said. You want to do what Christ laid out before us, which was even the direction of the Most High. But in Judges 5 and 11, it says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers in the places of drawing water. So these are the children of Israel that are going to be, saved or receive salvation. There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord. So the people that are going to be saved are those that are rehearsing the righteous acts of the Most High, even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of the village of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. So what were we actually doing during the times where the Sabbath service were taking place? So this is one of the Salakia, the righteous acts. Going through the Sabbath service, reading out of the book of the law. All right, give me 1 second. See if I can pull this up, shooting from the hip, Salakia. Give me 1 second. All right, so this is the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 27. It says, for they that dwell at Jerusalem and their rulers, because they knew him not, nor yet the voices of the prophets, which are read every Sabbath day, they had fulfilled them in condemning him. So this is showing them reading every single Sabbath day. Let me see if I can get one more precept. All right, let me see. I'm gonna have to pull that from somewhere else, but you get the point. The scriptures are being read on the Sabbath day. The book of the law is being read. We're going over these things, and it's for a reason, mainly because the Most High says so. All right, so let's get back to it. We left off on verse 4. All right. Fine brass. All right, so we'll start at verse 4. Exodus 27 and verse 4. And thou shalt make for it a grate of network of brass, And upon the net shalt thou make 4 brazen rings in 4 corners thereof. And thou shalt put it under the compass of the altar beneath, that the net may be even to the midst of the altar. And thou shalt make staves for the altar, staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with brass. And the staves shall be put into the rings, and the staves shall be upon 2 sides of the altar to bear it. Hollow with boards shalt thou make it, as it was showed thee in the mount. Thou shalt they make it. And thou shalt make the court of the tabernacle for the south side southward, that shall be hanging for the court of fine twined linen, and of hundreds of cubits long for one side. All right, let me go ahead and get back to the Hebrew. We'll be starting at verse 10. All right, and bear with me. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up for us. All right. So the book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 10. Waya amadai salakia. Wa'aim dayawa. Aisharayam. Wa'adana yaham. Aishara yam. Naka shaf. Wawa ya. Ha'aim dayam. Waka shakwaya ham. Kasap, verse 11. Wakan la pa'af. Taza pawan. Ba'arak. Kuala ayan. Ma'ai. Arak. Wa'aimad wa. Aisharayam. Wa'ada nayaham. Aisharayam. Naka shaf. Wawa ya. Ha'aim dayam. Waka shakwa yaham. Kasap. Wara kab. Hakatazar. Lapath. Yam. Kuala yam. Kama shayam. Ama. Aim dayam. Ashar. Aishara. Wa'a dana yaham. Aisharaha. Verse 13. Waira kab. Hakatazar. Lapa'af. Quadamaha. Mazaraha. Hama shayam. Hama. Verse 14. Wakamash. Aisha Raha. Amaha. Kuala ayam. Laka thap. All right. Aim dayaham. Shalasha. Wa adanaya ham. Shalaya or Salakia. Shalasha. Verse 15. Wayala kaf. Kathap. Hashanayath. Kamash. Aishar. Ha. Kuala ayam. Aim dayaham. Shalasha, Wahana, Salakia, Wahadanaya Ham, Shalasha, verse 16, Walasha'ir, Ha Katazar, Masak, I Sharayam, Hama Ha, Thakav, Wahar Gaba, Wa'ar Ragaman, Salakia, Wathawala Ath, Shanaya, Washash, Mashazar, Ma'aisha, Raquam, I'm Dayaham, Ara Ba'ai, Wadanaya Hum, Ara Ba'ai. All right, so let me go ahead and get that into English. All right, the book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 10. And 20 pillars thereof, their 20 sockets shall be of brass, and the hooks of the pillars and their fillets shall be of silver. And likewise for the north side in length there shall be hanging of 100 cubits long, and his 20 pillars and their 20 sockets of brass, and the hooks of pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the breadth of the court of the west side shall be hanging of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. And the breadth of the court of the east side eastwards shall be 50 cubits. The hanging of one side of the gate shall be 15 cubits. Their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And the other side shall be hanging 15 cubits. Their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the gates of the court shall be hanging of 20 cubits, of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, wrought with needlework. And their pillars shall be 4, and their sockets 4. All right, back to the Hebrew. Go ahead and see if we got any other comments real quick. All right, we got young man Ace checking in. Most High in Christ. I don't know who gave that young man YouTube, but we're going to find out. That's my son. All right, so let's see. All right, we left off at verse 16. All right, give me one moment. So we're going to read starting at verse 17. All right. The book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 17 in the Hebrew. Kailah. Ima Wadaya. Ha Katazar. Sabayap. Makashara Yam. Kasap. Wawaya Ham. Kasap. Wa'a Dana Yam. Naka Shaf. Arak. Hakatazar. Ma'a Ba'amaha. Warahab, or Salakia, Warakab, Kamashayam, Bakamashayam, Wakwama, Kamash, Amawath, Shash, Mashazar, Wa'a Danaya Ham, Nakashath, Lakau, Kalya, Hamashakan, Bakau, Ibadathawa, Wakal, Yatha Dathayawa, Wakal, Yatha Dath, Hakatazar, Na Kashath, verse 20. Wa'atha, the Tazawa, Ath, Banaya, Yasha'ala, Waya Kwakawa, Al-Yak, Shaman, Tazayath, Zak, Katazayath, Lama Awar, Laha Alath, Nar, or Salakia, Nara, Thamayad, verse 21. Bahala, Mawa'id, Makawataza, Lama Rak, Kath, Ashar, Ayo, Ha'aidath, Ya'airak, Athawa, Aharan, Waba Nayawa, Ma'irab, Aid, Bakwar, La Panaya, Yahweh, Kawath, Iwalam, Lada Ratham, Ma'ath, Banaya, Yasha'ala. All right. Exodus 28 and verse 1. Wa'atha, Ha'kwarab, Alayak, Ath, Aharan, Akayak, Wanda Yawa, Athawa. Salakia, 1 second. The water, y'all. Mathawak, Banaya, Yashar Allah, Lakanaya. Y'all know what that Yashar Allah means. That's Israel. All right. Laya, Aharan. Y'all know what the Aharan means. That would be Aaron. Nadab, Wa'abaya, Hawa, Ahalazar, Waha Yathamar, Banaya Akan, or Salakia, Banaya Aharan, verse 2. Wa'ai Shayath, Bagadaya, Quadash, La'a Salakia. Let me go ahead and just increase the zoom. All right, there we go. Laharan, Akayak, Lakabayad, Wala the Parath. All right, 1 second. Wa'apa, Thada Bar, Io, Cal, Kakamaya, Lab, Ashar, Mala, Thawa, Rawak, Kakama, Wa'aishawa, Ath, Bagadaya, Aharan, Laquidashwa, Lakahanaya, or Salakia, Lakahanawa, Laya. Verse 4, Wahala Abagadayam, Ashar, Ya'ai Shawa. Oh, Salakia, 1 second, y'all. Salakia. Finishing up these last verses, Salakia. What's going on out of one? All right. So we almost there, people. The water for bearing with me. All right. I believe we left off in the middle of verse 4, and we will be stopping at verse 10. So let me see. All right, absolutely. So we stopped at verse 4. We're stopping at verse 4. All right. Akadayak wala banayawa laka hanawa laya. All right. Let's get that into English. All right, so 27. Give me 1 second. All right, so we'll start back at verse 18. The book of Exodus, chapter 27 and verse 18. The length of the court shall be 100 cubits, and the breadth 50 everywhere, and the height 5 cubits of fine twined linen, and their sockets of brass. All the vessels of the tabernacle in the service thereof, and all the pins thereof, and all the pins of the court shall be of brass. And thou shalt command the children of Israel that they bring the pure olive oil beaten for the light, to cause the lamp to burn always, in the tabernacle of the congregation with the veil, which is before the testimony. Aaron and his sons shall order it from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever unto the generations on behalf of the children of Israel. All right. The book of Exodus, chapter 28 and verse 1. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him from among the children of Israel, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office, even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons. And thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. And there are garments which they have make, or Salakia, which they shall make a breastplate and an ephod and a robe and of broided coat, a mitre and a girdle, and they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother and his sons, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. All right. All right, so we're going to read verses 5 down to, we're ending at 10. I had read a little bit over in the Hebrew, so Salakia for that. All right. All right, so the book of Exodus 28, starting at verse 5. Waham, Zakwawa, Af, Hazahab, Ya'af, Athakalaf, Wa'af, Ha'ar Gaman, Wa'af, Thawala'if, Hashan Ya, Wa'af, Hashash, verse 6, Wa'aishawa, Af, Ha'apad, Za'ab, Thkalaf, Wa'ara Gaman, Thawala'if, Shanaya, Washash, Mashazar, Ma'ai Shah, Kashab, verse 7, Shataya, Katapaf, Kabarath, Yahaya, Lawa, Ayo, Shanaya, Kwatazawa, Thayawa, Wakabar, verse 8, Wa Kashab, Apa Dathawa, Ashar, Ayo, Yawa, Kama'ai Shah Hawa, Mamanawa, Yahaya, Za'ab, Thakal Thaf, Wa'a Ragaban, Salakia, Wa'aragaman, Wathawalaf, Manaya, Washash, Mashazar, Wala Kwakaf, Af, Shathaya, Abanaya, Shaham, Wa Pathakaf, Ayo Yaham, Shamawath, Banaya, Yashar Allah, Shasha, Asalakia, verse 10, Shasha, Masha Mathum Ayo Ha Ban Ba'akath Wa'ath Shama Waf Hashasha Hana Watharayam Ayo Haban Hamanayath Kawa Ladathon. All right, so that was verse 10. So we're going to get the book of Exodus, chapter 28, 5 through 10. All right. And they shall take gold and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen, and they shall make the ephod of gold, of blue, and of purple, of scarlet, of fine twine linen, with cunning work. It shall be the two shoulder pieces, therefore, Salakia, thereof, joined at the two edges thereof. And so it shall be joined together, and the curious girdle of the ephod, which is upon it, shall be of the same, according to the work thereof, even of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twine linen. Verse 9, and thou shalt take 2 oxen stones, and grave on them the names of the children of Israel, 6 of their names on one stone, and the other 6 names of the rest on the other stone, according to their birth. O Son of Christ. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get back into the prayers. Go ahead and raise the camera up. All right. Lashala. All right. I'll go ahead and send the prayers up. All right. Amijim, which means to stand. Upon Yahakwadam, which means to turn and face the east. We're going to go ahead and get through the prayers. Starting in the Hebrew, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, 8 through 13. Abanawa, Shabashamayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwika, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Ladananawa, Lakam, Kab, Yawam, Wasalakwanawa, Kabawatanawa, Kasalakwanawa, Kabawatanawa, Wala'ah, the Ba'ayanawa, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahaparwa, Wa'iwalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. All right. This is the prayer for the power. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kasha, Nathananawa, Hakak, Hakak, Larpa'a, Kal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakwium, Hamatium, Hakak, Arakarawa, Hatama'ala, Lagar Shun, Ba Shimiawashai, the water, Aman. Oh, Salakia. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. All right, it's the prayer to bless Israel. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lenawa, Wayasha Allah, Wahabasaparium, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. All right. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Aisha'ah, Ayanya, Alharyam, Mayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ain, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yemyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ayakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makawarai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'aita, Wa'aid Awalam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, even forevermore. All right. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam, Al-Damayelaka, Al-Takarash, Wa-Al-Tashakwat, Al-Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Al-Imaka, Yarayamwa, Sawadab, Waya'a Tazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakiram, Magalia, Wala'ayasakar, Sharm Yasha'ala, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Laba, Yakawa, Al Yaka, Barya, Yakarfa, Ahalia, Adawam, Wayashimi Alyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashav, Ain Yashabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Aimam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Selah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasayasara, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashuan, Nashamadwa, Bayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adatma, Shayathamwa, Naraya, Salakia, Narayamawa, Karab, Wakazabab, Wakazabak, Wakatazal Manai, Kal Nasiakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nairasha, Lanawab, Av, Naawab, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathumwa, Kagalkala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rakwab, Ka'ash, the Ba'ira Ya'ira, Wakala Baha, the Lahat, Harayam, Kam, Theradatma, Basa Irika, Wabasa Wapaka, Tabahalam, Malahab, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakashwa, Shimka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahoa, Ayai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayada'awa, Kaya Atha, Shimka, Yahawa, Labaka, Ayawan, Al Kal Aharatazah. All right. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. But lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur is also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a Reb, and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth for wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the most high over all the earth. All right. All right, this is the blessing or the prayer for the power structure. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai, wa Ma'ak Allah, wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya, Allah Wak Yahana, Ha'awalak Salakia, Ha'alawak Yam, Hasaranyam, Hakwatazayanyam, Hakawayalyam, wa Ha'awak, wa Ha'akwathiam, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. All right, in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the sisters, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. All right. All right, this is the prayer for the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishments and destructions to the heathen that speak against thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers in the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary, send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nation and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Pasakamatazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channels, the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. Always, so be it. All right. And that concludes the Sabbath service. All right, Sar, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Abijam, Barak, Yahal Bashim Yahal Shabrakatham, Yajmatah. We're going to Sar, we're going to give the sisters a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Amijam, Barak, Yahal Shamar, Alathan Bashim Yahal Shai, Yajmatah. Class dismissed.